From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
All right, Burnett's warmed our heart right there. I'm going to warm your body big time for the weekend. Today's high, as we said, 94, 104 down in McAllister, and it could have been worse. It could have been down in southern Oklahoma, where it was 110 at Durant. It's like, good gravy. North and east, we're quite as bad. The humidity level was pretty high, but it wasn't just suffocating. To the south, it was pretty much suffocating. And you look down in Dallas, yeah, they're back up to 110. Wichita Falls, 111. So you get the general idea. Pretty much Texas just getting, 3/4 of Texas is in drought right now, by the way. And we have about 40% in drought in Oklahoma. Statewide and then to the United States, we go to 103, and it was clear and pure for sure today. Phoenix was only at 106. That's kind of normal for them. Some of that hot air is now spilling across. You can see Denver was at 97. So this is kind of the situation we have right now. And you can tell that high is now dominating here because there's nothing going on. You can't even find a cloud. And then you look out to the west and you can see a lot of clouds. We've had showers and thunderstorms. We have flash flood watches in effect in California, western Arizona, Nevada. It's like, what is going on? Well, there's that tropical system, and it's a hurricane, and it's a big hurricane, Hurricane Hillary going on. Winds are at 130. It has come down a little bit because it's getting into a little bit cooler water. Still wind gusts to 160. The eye wall is spectacular when you look at it meteorologically, but again, very dangerous, and still out west of the coast of Baja, southern Baja. That's going to take a trip to the north, and there is potential for it to not be historic, but close. We're looking at records. We've got all kinds of weird records going on in Southern California, but it should be a tropical storm on Sunday evening. You have to be watching over the weekend, but the problem is how much rain. We could have 3 to 9 inches of rain in areas that had a whole bunch of flooding, if you remember, during the winter and early springtime from all the snow and crazy weather that was out there. California this year, those folks don't know what hit them. As far as what's going on around here, we know it's going to hit us with hot weather. We're at a heat index of 90. Dew point's a 75. As we said before, dew point is a quantitative measure of moisture in the atmosphere. It's just thick. It'll slice it with a knife almost. Most of us in the upper 70s to low 80s. It is going to be that way most of the night, and you see most of the state is that way. Newest data continues to show that we're going to have problems tomorrow. Heat index values 110 to 115. And that'll be across the areas that you see in magenta. The yellow indicates about 105 to 110. So tomorrow around Tulsa, we'll be hotter than we've been in a while, 105. Heat index value is 111, and I wouldn't be surprised some areas around Tulsa could be 115, 116. That is very dangerous and can be very deadly. Take care of anybody who's elderly, doesn't have air conditioning, pets. It's going to be a rough day, and especially without hardly any air. So this is most of tomorrow afternoon. By the time we get on into the period for Saturday morning, I should say into Saturday night and Sunday morning, it's just going to be plain old hot, as I said before. So just be prepared because temperatures will be at 105. And by Sunday, we're in the 70s again. And similar story as we go on into Sunday afternoon, back up or maybe around 106 here, back up nearing 110 down along the Red River. So that's just too much. And what was going to be a much cooler day on Friday now is transitioning a little bit. It's knocking it down a little bit for next weekend. But we have a serious run of some serious hot weather here for 4 or 5 days. And it's all that big old heat dome. So we're going to have to deal with that because that's going nowhere fast, just parking itself over the Midwest, and that's what we're going to have to deal with for a while. So that's what we have. All right, forecast looks like this. 76 gets you in the morning. Don't want to be negative at all, but it's pretty dangerous hot. 100 by noontime, basically. 105 in the afternoon. Heat index values 110 to 115. Very dangerous. And it isn't going to be a whole lot different on Sunday. And then next week is continuing to be awful hot. So be prepared.
All right, not to be negative, but the devil wants his weather back.